What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another edition of the Yay or Nay episode series thing, for Multiversus. Yeah, you know the one. Every Sunday, most Sundays, we are here doing a Yay or Nay episode, and today we got a character that I'm surprised that it's taken me this long to get to, but we are talking about Harry Potter. Yes, that is right. I know some of us might have heard some rumblings about Harry Potter, but remember, this is your own personal opinion. Yay, you want to see this character as a part of the playable roster for Multiverses, or nay, you don't want to, and you vote yay or nay down in the comments for those of you that are new to the series. So, as always, we will go over a few different ideas for some movesets, some alternate costume ideas, maybe some taunt ideas, and then, yeah, that's kind of it. So, well, why don't we stop wasting time and get into the first possible attack. Now, I think a lot of us envision Harry, if he gets into the game, or anybody from the Harry Potter series, most people from the Harry Potter series, using a lot of spells. So, I guess, where do you start? There's so many to pick from. So, I guess the first one that I have here is Stupefy. Now, this one here is a very, very common battle spell in the wizarding world of Harry Potter, right? So it's a spell that isn't really meant to damage an opponent. It's just meant to stun them. And I kind of like this idea for a possible attack, right? So this could be a very unique type of move in Multiverses where it doesn't deal any damage. Although if you really wanted to, we could probably throw on some damage anyway. But it could be a unique attack where you use it, but it doesn't cause any sort of damage whatsoever. It's just to get the opponent into this sort of stunned phase, or maybe it only applies knockback based on the percentage that the opponent is currently at. So if they're like at 0% and you use this right at the beginning of the battle, no damage, and there's going to be no knockback. So there's no point to use this at the beginning of the battle. But if you wanted to use this for, say, like a bit of a sniping tool, right? So your opponent's off stage, say they're around, 80, 90, 100 damage, something like that, and they're trying to recover. Well, then you throw this out at them, and now they got this fast-moving projectile that's coming towards them that's only going to knock them backward. So, I don't know, it's just kind of a fun little idea for you. And it's definitely situational. Like I said, it's not something you want to use really early because, depending on if this is how the attack works, lower damage equals very low knockback. So, I don't know, just something to kind of, mess around with, and I think would be very, very fun. Move number 2. What if he had some sort of spell that protects him? In this case, Protego. Now, this useful little spell is actually able to protect, or I guess we could say shield, the user from other spells. I mean, I guess that's kind of how it worked in Harry Potter, but for Multiverses, I guess, one quick other note here, it does also reflect, apparently it reflects spells back at the user in Harry Potter as well. So how can we turn that into an attack for Multiverses? I figured, we'll see these little screenshots, and these are not the greatest, but these are all I could find to kind of give a visualization of what they're doing. So for my idea here, the attack will kind of coat the user in some sort of super armor state for a brief second or two, and it can also be used to reflect projectiles. So if you're quick enough, say you're facing off against a Bugs Bunny that's throwing the pies, or that's got the Acme rockets coming out, or if you got a Batarang against a Batman that's coming at you, if you input this attack, Protego, not only do you get the protection of the super armor state, but it will also reflect that projectile straight back. So it kind of works as a super armor plus a reflector type attack. I don't think we really have anything like that in Multiverses, so that could make for something extremely unique. I think this would definitely be a one use, and then it needs to go on a cooldown, because that might be maybe a little broken, but you could still have some fun with this. A unique attack for unique circumstances. So yes, it's a pretty good one to, I guess, possibly play around with. Now for move number 3, we're going to go with another simple little spell here, and this one is called Incendio. This little spell basically fires out like I guess we'll say a blast of fire that will immediately fully ignite the opponent. So it's like a blast of fire that just gets shot straight forwards. Simple little fire blast, I guess you want to call it, even though Incendio is the name of it. But maybe this works as a neutral special, although maybe Stupefy could work as a neutral special, I guess. Maybe a grounded side special, maybe even, I guess, even air side special if you wanted to. But Incendio, nonetheless, you know, you points the wand forward, you fire out this little fire projectile, and if it hits the opponent, well, now they get a stack of ignite, so they're going to take a little bit more damage over time due to the, you know, stack effect from the how ignite works in the game. And plus, think of it this way as well. It would be really fun. You have a spell that causes ignite, but what if you also have the projectile perk, the flammable dock one, that also adds more stacks of flammable based on how, you know, projectiles work, and then you hit them after that. So you could have a really fun sort of setup with a flamey, you know, a burn sort of attack kit here for any, I guess, Harry Potter in this case, anybody from Harry Potter that they bring in for spells. So I don't know, just a simple little spell that I thought would fit pretty well. Now we'll move on to the alternate costume portion. Again, as always, you got your own ideas. Feel free to drop those in the comments. These are just ideas that could work. Maybe one of them becomes like a default skin for Harry Potter. But first up, we're just going to talk about, I think, an obvious one. Quidditch uniform. I suppose that makes a lot of sense. It's a big sport over in Hogwarts, right? I think it is, at least. I don't know. I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan. But yeah, either way, Quidditch, I think that just makes a lot of sense in this case. I'm kind of going with some basic ideas here, but these are probably what we would end up seeing if Harry Potter ended up being playable in Multiversus somehow. So yeah, Quidditch for the first idea. The second idea, the school uniform, although I can also see this kind of being maybe the default skin for him as well. But if it's not the default, then, you know, throw school uniform in there as well. You know, you want to go to Hogwarts, you got to dress up and look the part. So heck, it's another idea for an alternate costume, and that's what this portion of the video is all about. Just different ideas for alternate costumes. Now a couple ideas for some taunts. We're going to go with some, what do I have first here? Oh, the wand light. You know, I forget the actual name of the spell, but like you can cast a spell and then like the tip of the wand kind of like glows bright. It's kind of like, you know, it's a wand light, basically, kind of like a flashlight type of deal. So I don't know, that could just be a quick little spell, you know, you kind of like pulls out the wand and then the tip of it just kind of starts glowing a little bit, and I don't know, maybe just kind of waves it around all magically and that sort of stuff. I don't know, just an idea for a taunt. Another one, what if you get angry or you think your opponent's angry? What if you really body them? You really destroy them in a match, and you're having your way. What about the wand snap? You know, Potter just pulls out the wand and then he breaks it in half. Of course, he doesn't break it in half literally, it's just for the taunt. Because again, if this is a taunt, he's going to pull out a regular wand and be just fine. Maybe this could be, I guess, now that I think of it, this might work better as a losing screen animation where, you know, he's upset and snap, you know, something like that. Either way, just a couple ideas there, so there's that. And now for the ending part of the video for the A or Nay series this week. Harry Potter, I'll be honest, I envision him somewhat playing like Robin from Smash Bros, and I like Robin in Smash, so I'll give Harry a yay. Again, I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan in the world, so if he makes it into the roster, yeah, okay, cool. If he doesn't make it in, you know, I'm not really going to care one way or the other, so I'm kind of very, I guess, indifferent towards him, but playstyle wise, I think this could be a character that I envision myself picking up from time to time and enjoying the whole playstyle. So yeah, Harry's gonna get a yay from me, but we'll see how he does. He is one of the more requested characters for this series over the past couple weeks, so let's see how he does in the standings or the rankings. And speaking of the rankings, that will be next week. We will have the updated version of that for you guys, so I think we'll have 3 characters next week. I forget, what is it, Harry Potter, I think Ruby Rose and Ice King are the 3 characters that we will have introduced into the standings, but yeah, that'll be next week. Either way, that is going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.